Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Scarecrow. I'm back with another video, and today we're actually re-recording an older video because I think it's relevant and I've got some more experience behind me now, and I just wanted to talk about this discussion point again with my current mindset. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And let's get right on with this video. Today we're talking about controllers, we're talking about platform choice, we're talking about aim assist, and we're doing it in the most non-toxic way that we possibly can. We're going to be open-minded, we're going to start a discussion and a dialogue, and I'm here for your open mind, and I'm here for your opinion. And all I'm asking is that you respect mine and everyone else's that you find in the comments section or online when talking about these things. So, you've decided to play Cold War on your platform of choice. Whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. How are you enjoying the game? I'm personally really enjoying the game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Playing solo, playing with my girlfriend, playing with my friends. Just in general, I'm having a bit of fun playing this game. I skipped a couple years of Call of Duty, and it just feels nice to be back playing an FPS again, relearning my skills, just having a lot of fun. But I know a lot of people aren't enjoying the game. I know a lot of people are not having as much fun or have just downright dropped the game already because they don't perceive it to be as much fun as previous years, or they just don't like it. If you're one of those people, I completely understand. Call of Duty isn't for everyone, and it's always interesting to see how different people react to the current year's Call of Duty, because there is always complaints. There's always people that have problems. There's always people that don't like certain aspects. And it's always interesting to see whether people can overcome those and have fun, or it's just not worth it to them. This year, I know Cold War has some problems. I'm going to leave a link in the description and a little thing up above linking to the previous video I made, which is the 5 biggest changes that I think Cold War needs at the moment. You can go and watch that and you'll know my biggest problems with the game. But in short, none of the problems that the game has at the moment are enough to stop me from having fun. I don't think we can talk about this subject without talking about crossplay. Crossplay, in my opinion, is one of the best things to come to gaming and a lifesaver for the Call of Duty franchise. Having the ability to play with all of your friends regardless of their platform choice is amazing. For years, when I was buying a Call of Duty, I knew that being a PC player, the game would be dead after about 6 months and I'd be stuck playing with the same people over and over and over. And it was a horrible feeling, but I still loved the Call of Duty franchise, and I was still willing to put up with it and make content on it and do whatever I could, and just generally have as much fun as I could. But when crossplay was introduced, I just thought it was awesome that I could finally keep my lobbies populated, I could finally play with people, I could play with my friends who are able to find lobbies for most of the year because they're on console. I just think that it's fantastic that this has become a widespread popular thing in modern gaming. It of course ignited the whole controller versus mouse and keyboard debate, because people on both sides feel cheated. People on both sides for different reasons feel like it is an unfair system. Whether you're on the mouse and keyboard side and you don't like controllers because they have aim assist and they're just lock on and it's the easiest thing in the world and it's unfair, or if you're on console and playing against mouse and keyboard is just so hard because they're just aimbotters, they just headshot you instantly, it's impossible to compete because you just can't keep up to all these fancy keyboards that have got 600 keys. And I get it. I've played on controller, I've played on mouse and keyboard. I'm primarily a mouse and keyboard player, but honestly, I'm here to reiterate my opinions on what I think needs to be said about this subject. Honestly, I don't think anyone should care what platform or what you are using to play the game. And that right there is the statement that everyone's going to have an issue with, because I know people feel so strongly about this subject. But my views on it are, if a person is using a controller and is using aim assist and is doing well against you, I don't think you should hold that against them. And if a person is using a mouse and keyboard and is doing well against you, I don't think you should hold that against them. I think it should just be an accepted fact that that's what they're using and they're good at the game. I have absolutely no troubles dying to a person whether they're using aim assist, mouse and keyboard, guitar, controller, racing, wheel, or flight stick. I honestly couldn't care less what your platform choice is. I'm just happy that I'm able to play against you or play with you. People get so caught up in what the enemy is using, what your team is using, what platform you're on, that they forget to enjoy the game itself because they're too busy putting themselves in their opponent's mindset, judging them for what they're using. There are pros and cons to both systems, and if you can't see that, then I think you need to take some time evaluating and maybe trying to be compassionate towards people that are not in your situation. There are some people that have to use a controller due to disabilities. There are some people that have to use a controller due to physical limitations, and that's how they have to play. Would you judge them for that? I certainly hope not. I know a lot of people would be quick to say, okay, well, those people are fine, but what about the people that just play using controller aim assist anyway? It locks on for you. I'm here to tell you now that that's not how aim assist works. If you think that's how aim assist works, you've been misinformed. It's not a lock-on aimbot system, and I encourage you to try and learn a controller. A lot of people say, well, I don't need to learn a controller because I just know that they're good. Or a lot of people say that controllers are just too easy. And I say again, why are you judging the player that is coming against you? Why are you judging the player that is using a controller? Their gameplay experience and how much fun they have is dictated by them, not you. You can't control how much fun someone has, and you have no right to tell them what arbitrary standards they have to abide by to be in your presence. If a person wants to use a controller, which has its benefits and detriments, then by all means, I think they should be allowed to under all circumstances. There are limitations to a controller, certainly. An aim assist is a tool that they use to play the game. Same as DPI shifting on your mouse, same as macro keys on your keyboard, same as rebindable keys, same as adjustable FOV in previous years. Trust me, there are pros and cons to both sides of the argument. As for mouse and keyboard against controller and aim assist, I don't think that controller users should be afraid to play against PC users. I have been playing in mixed lobbies since the game launched, and people that are on all platforms have been doing well, and they've been doing poorly. People on all platforms have been doing fantastic, killing me, have been doing poorly against me, have been sniping, have been using every form of weapon, and it hasn't stopped them regardless of their platform choice or what controller they're using. Give yourself some credit if you're playing on console. You can play against PC players and do well. We are not all aimbots. We don't all have god tier aim. Good players are good players regardless of what platform they're on. And if I lose a gunfight against someone, then I lost a gunfight against someone. Move on. Don't dwell on it, regardless of what they're using. This is not a discussion about overpowered weapons, by the way. If people want to abuse overpowered weapons, that's how they want to enjoy the game, and they also shouldn't be judged for that as well. No one has to live or play by your arbitrary standards of what the game has to be like for them. If a person wants to sit in the corner with a sniper rifle and trip mines and just sit there the entire game, that's fine. And they're perfectly allowed to do that because that's how they enjoy the game. Originally, my point way back in Black Ops 3, when I was originally recording this video, was if a person is good enough, it shouldn't matter what they're using against you. I'm either going to die to a mouse and keyboard, or I'm going to die to a controller, and it doesn't really matter what they're using because if they're good enough, they'll kill me regardless. Or if I'm good enough, I'll kill them regardless. Using aim assist is not cheating, and using a mouse and keyboard is not aimbot. After all, we're all playing the same game, we're all experiencing the same things. We should be encouraging other people to do better rather than tearing them down for what they're using. We should be giving constructive feedback to the developers so they can craft a better game rather than arguing about each other and what we're using. And if the only thing that's stopping you from enjoying the game is what the enemies are using against you, then I do think you need to take a closer look at why you enjoy FPS shooters and multiplayer shooters in general. It should be about your personal growth and how you improve and how you set new achievements for yourself despite what the enemy is using, despite the challenges in front of you. There is a quote by someone far smarter than me that goes something like, "If you really want to, you will find a way, but if you don't care, you will find every excuse." And I think that's important. I think if you're a fan of the Call of Duty franchise, I think you should be finding ways to enjoy the game, not finding every excuse why you can't enjoy the game. Anyway guys, I'm sure this is going to be a bit divisive. I'm sure you've got your own opinions and you've already typed them in the comment section below. If not, let me know what you think down below. Please be respectful to people in the comments. All I ask is that you respect mine and give me a valid answer or a valid opinion as to why you disagree or agree with me. I'm sure there are plenty of angles out there that I haven't thought of that people will tell me about, and I know people feel very strongly about this, so I'm sure there'll be no shortage of people telling me I'm wrong. So feel free to down in the comment section below. I welcome them all. Other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've all been having a fantastic day, and I will see all of you beautiful people in the next video.